Delve into the unseen world where a single human body carries more bacteria than there are people on Earth. Welcome to the vast, teeming universe that exists within each one of us. This is the realm of the human microbiome, a complex ecosystem of microbes that call our bodies home. It's a place that's as fascinating as it is eerie, and it's closer than you might think. These microbes, mostly bacteria, are not just passive passengers. They're active players in the grand drama of our health and well-being. They help us digest our food and synthesize crucial vitamins. They train our immune systems to tell friend from foe. They even influence our moods. But the sheer number of these tiny organisms is what's truly mind-boggling. Picture this: there are more bacteria in your body than there are stars in the Milky Way. And if you were to line them all up, they would wrap around the Earth not once, not twice, but 2.5 times. Yet, despite their numbers, these microbes are not our enemies. In fact, without them, we couldn't survive. They form a protective barrier against harmful invaders, keeping us safe from disease. But when this delicate balance is disturbed, it can lead to a host of health problems, from obesity and diabetes to mental health disorders and autoimmune diseases. So the next time you feel lonely, remember, you're a walking, talking metropolis of microbes. You're a host to an entire world that's invisible to the naked eye. But this unseen world is not to be feared. It's to be marveled at, studied, and understood. For it holds the keys to our health and well-being, and perhaps even to some of the deepest mysteries of life itself. Think about it, you're never truly alone. Every day your body is whispering secrets you never knew. Imagine a language so subtle, so nuanced, it's almost invisible. This is the silent language of our bodies, a complex ballet of signals and cues that we transmit without even realizing. Your crossed arms might be screaming, "I'm closed off, not interested," while a simple touch on the arm could be whispering, "I trust you." A quick pupil dilation? It could be a sign of attraction or maybe just a reaction to changing light. And let's not forget about micro-expressions. Those fleeting facial movements that reveal our true feelings before we've even had a chance to mask them. This silent language is always on, always broadcasting, even when we're trying to keep our cards close to our chest. It's a fascinating, intricate dance, a wordless dialogue that's constantly unfolding. Who knew silence could speak volumes? Dive into a world that remains largely unexplored, the depths of our own oceans. This is where light meets darkness, where the known gives way to the unfathomable. It's a realm that teems with life, yet remains shrouded in mystery. Picture creatures that defy explanation, existing in conditions that would obliterate most life forms. Bioluminescent beings that glow in the pitch-black gigantic squid locked in deadly combat with sperm whales, and fish that look more alien than aquatic. But it's not just the creatures that boggle the mind. There are underwater lakes and rivers, brine pools that are denser than the surrounding seawater. There are hydrothermal vents, spewing out superheated water packed with minerals, supporting entire ecosystems independent of the sun's energy. And let's not forget the bone-chilling phenomena. Ghostly underwater sounds whose sources remain unidentified, and tales of lost ships and vanished submarines that add an eerie layer to the deep sea's lore. Beneath the waves, there's more than meets the eye. Tune into the sounds that go unnoticed, like the hum of Earth's vibrations. This hum, my friends, is infrasound. And while it's happening all around us, it's completely imperceptible to our human ears. Our hearing range falls between 20 and 20,000 hertz, but infrasound, it's anything below 20 hertz. Now, imagine, if you will, the constant echoes of the ocean's waves, the rumbling of an earthquake, or the low-frequency roars of a tiger. These are all examples of infrasound. In fact, certain animals even use infrasound to communicate or navigate. Elephants, for instance, can detect infrasounds from miles away, using them to keep in touch with their herd. But it's not just nature that generates these unheard sounds. Man-made sources like wind turbines and aircraft can also produce infrasound, so even though we can't hear it, we're constantly surrounded by a symphony of sounds happening just beyond our perception. What else might we be missing in the silence? Step into the past, where historical events continue to echo in the present. Our world is shaped by history, events of yesteryears that still cast long shadows over today. Some of these events are so horrific, their echoes reverberate, creating an eerie resonance that's hard to ignore. Take, for instance, the nuclear disasters that have scarred our planet. The Chernobyl disaster of 1986 and the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster in 2011 are two chilling examples. The images of abandoned towns, overgrown with nature, are haunting reminders of the power and the danger of nuclear energy. The invisible threat of radiation still lingers, creating a ghostly atmosphere that's both fascinating and terrifying. Wars, too, have left their indelible imprint on our world. The two world wars, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, all have left physical and emotional scars that continue to affect us. Battlefields turned into tourist spots, memorials erected in honor of the fallen, stories of heroism and sacrifice all serve as constant reminders of the horrors of war. Then there are the atrocities committed by humanity itself, the Holocaust, the Rwandan genocide, the horrors of the Khmer Rouge regime. These are dark chapters in our history that continue to haunt us. Museums and memorials dedicated to these events are chilling reminders of the depths of inhumanity we're capable of. And let's not forget the natural disasters, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, the ruins of Pompeii, preserved under layers of volcanic ash, the ghost towns left in the wake of devastating tsunamis are stark reminders of nature's fury. The past is never really past, is it? It lingers in the form of ruins, memorials, and stories passed down through generations. It's a chilling reminder of our capacity for destruction, both of ourselves and our planet. So, as we move forward, let's not forget these haunting echoes of our history. They serve as warnings, lessons, and reminders of our humanity, or, sometimes, the lack of it. History has a way of haunting us. Beware of the threats you can't see, like radiation. This invisible menace is everywhere, but it's not always as sinister as it sounds. We encounter radiation daily, from the sun's rays to the microwave's warmth, but it's the harmful kind we need to worry about. Radiation exposure can cause serious health issues, from burns and radiation sickness to long-term effects like cancer. It emanates from various sources, including natural ones like radon gas and man-made ones like nuclear power plants and medical procedures. Even your smartphone emits a small amount of radiation. While we can't completely avoid radiation, we can limit our exposure. Simple steps include avoiding unnecessary medical scans, testing homes for radon, and maintaining a safe distance from radiation sources. But remember, just because you can't see it, doesn't mean it's not there. Sometimes the greatest threats are invisible. So, stay vigilant, stay informed, and respect the invisible threat that is radiation. Savor the taste of danger with dishes that could be your last meal. As we delve into the world of deadly delicacies, we must tread lightly. For the thrill-seeking gourmand, this adventure could be their final culinary journey. Imagine sitting down to a meal, not knowing if it could be your last. This is a reality for those who indulge in fugu, a dish made from the pufferfish. Revered in Japanese cuisine, fugu is an experience that dances on the edge of danger. The pufferfish contains tetrodotoxin, a poison that is over 1,000 times more deadly than cyanide. Only highly trained chefs can prepare this dish, and even a minor mistake can be fatal. But the world's deadly delicacies aren't limited to the sea. They also lurk in our forests and fields, disguised as harmless mushrooms. Deathcap mushrooms, for instance, are known for their lethal capacity. Consuming even a small portion of this fungus can lead to severe liver damage and, in many cases, death. Despite their deadly nature, these mushrooms are often mistaken for edible varieties due to their similar appearance. It's a fatal error that mushroom foragers must always guard against. And let's not forget the infamous ackee fruit from Jamaica. When ripe and properly prepared, it's a delicious addition to any meal. But if eaten before it's fully ripe, the ackee fruit can lead to Jamaican vomiting sickness, which can be fatal. The same fruit that can bring so much joy can also deliver a swift and merciless end. As we journey through these deadly delicacies, we're reminded of the power and potential danger that lies within Mother Nature's bounty. These dishes, while captivating for their risk and intrigue, serve as a stark reminder of the thin line between pleasure and peril. So the next time you're feeling adventurous at the dinner table, remember these tales? Who knows, your next meal could be an unforgettable one in more ways than one. Dinner has never been so deadly. Imagine a life without sleep. A reality for those suffering from fatal familial insomnia. This isn't your everyday sleep disorder. It's a rare and harrowing condition in which the ability to sleep is completely and irreversibly lost. Yes, you heard that right. Total unending wakefulness. This isn't just about feeling tired all the time. Over months, even years, this sleep deprivation results in a terrifying array of symptoms. It starts with severe insomnia, then progresses to hallucinations, delirium, and extreme physical and mental deterioration. The world becomes a ceaseless nightmare, one that the sufferer is tragically unable to wake up from. And the most chilling part? There's no cure. This is a genetic time bomb, ticking away in the DNA of those unfortunate enough to have inherited it. So the next time you find yourself tossing and turning at night, remember this. Sleep, it seems, is a matter of life and death. Venture into the realm of the living dead, where zombies exist in nature. Yes, you heard that right. While zombies may be a staple of horror films and video games, Mother Nature has her own eerie version. Let's delve into the world of parasitic fungi, an organism so peculiar it could easily be the star of a horror movie itself. Take the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, for instance. This parasitic fungus is notorious for its ability to turn ants into zombies. The spores of the fungus infiltrate the ant's body, gradually taking control of its brain. The infected ant then leaves its colony, driven by the fungus to find the perfect place for the parasite to grow. The ant, under the control of the fungus, climbs up a plant stem and latches onto the underside of a leaf with a death grip. Once there, the fungus kills the ant and sprouts a long stalk from the back of its head, releasing more spores to infect other ants. A chilling cycle, isn't it? And it's not just ants. There's the hairworm that takes control of grasshoppers, compelling them to throw themselves into bodies of water. Why, you ask? Well, simply because that's where the hairworm lays its eggs. The parasitic wasp, too, uses its stinger to inject eggs into a host. These eggs hatch into larvae that feed on the host from the inside, eventually taking over its body. These real-life zombie stories might make you shudder, but they also highlight the fascinating complexity of our natural world. They remind us of the intricate and sometimes terrifying mechanisms through which life persists and evolves. In the grand scheme of things, these zombie-like behaviors serve a purpose, ensuring the survival of these parasitic species. It's a stark reminder that survival often comes at a cost. And in nature, that cost can sometimes be a horrifying transformation into the living dead. Nature truly is stranger than fiction. Gaze into the unending void where black holes defy our understanding of the universe. In the vast expanse of the cosmos, black holes are the ultimate enigma. They are cosmic trapdoors where the rules of space and time as we know them cease to apply. They are the embodiment of the unknown, an unending void that swallows everything that ventures too close: light, matter, and all semblance of understanding. Imagine, if you will, a celestial object of such immense gravity that nothing can escape its pull. This is the heart of a black hole, a point known as a singularity. It's a place where density becomes infinite, where the fabric of space and time is stretched to its limit and beyond. But black holes aren't just about destruction. There's a fascinating theory that suggests they could be gateways to other universes. Yes, you heard that right. Some scientists speculate that the singularity at the center of a black hole could be a portal to another reality entirely. It's a mind-boggling thought, isn't it? Then, there's the mystery of what happens when you fall into a black hole. The theory of relativity suggests a phenomenon known as spaghettification, a process where objects are stretched into long, thin shapes due to the extreme gravitational pull. It's a bit like being put on the universe's most intense stretch rack. And let's not forget the eerie silence that surrounds these celestial beasts. They emit no light, no sound, nothing that our human senses can perceive. It's a silence that's almost deafening, a darkness that's almost blinding. Yet despite their terrifying nature, black holes are an integral part of our universe. They're the architects of galaxies, the sculptors of cosmic structures. They're the ultimate proof that the universe is far stranger and far more fascinating than we could ever imagine. In the face of the infinite, we are but specks of dust.